Hey, that was crazy. Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? I appreciate y'all joining me on this beautiful morning here on the ocean. We are reminded with this beautiful, beautiful landscape of how beautiful God is and what He makes. I just wanted to get on here and read something from Job 38 when God speaks to Job after all the trouble and stuff that Job went through and all the, oh goodness, Job really had it rough. And God really allowed the devil to do everything but to kill him. And I know one thing: when I read Job and I look at all the stuff that he went through, sometimes I've been like, God, just let me die, just let me die, because it was a very rough book and very rough for him. But he was a righteous man, and he stayed patient. He listened to his friends, and they kind of made it look like there was something that he did, but when it wasn't, because he was a righteous man. Not saying he didn't sin, because I'm sure he sinned, but he was righteous to God. And a lot of times that could mean our heart posture. And I believe that he worshiped God and loved God. And I know his family was, they were just kind of going along and everything and everything. But he prayed for them. He loved God. But anyways, let's get back to the text before I get all into that. But I just wanted to show you how beautiful it was out here with this ocean. If you look over here at all the rays that are coming down, I like to say that is Jacob's ladder helping, like I said earlier. But I just wanted to just read this right quick, and I'm trying not to get people that walk through here. But anyways, so because this is the verse that I love and I always go to whenever we are at the ocean and I'm up here doing a morning devotion. And I just love this verse because it's beautiful. What verse says? But it's Job 38. Then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm, and he said, who is this that obscures my plans with the words without knowledge? We are so without knowledge, guys. God knows the plans. We like to think we know what God's going to do, but we don't. And we should never step in the way. We should let God take control, even though as hard as that is. God has to have control in order to work. And if Job wouldn't have let God have control, then Job probably would have been somewhere else and probably wouldn't have been in this Bible. But he stayed faithful and did not listen to his friends and what they were saying. And he never cursed God. Even his wife was saying, curse God and die. So he didn't listen to those friends. And what a blessing that was and what the outcome was. So try not to get people that walk through here. I'm sorry if I'm moving the camera too much. Who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you and you shall answer me. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Well, we can't. Only when we get to heaven and we get there with God can we understand the whole full picture. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. I mean, look at this. The dimensions. These waves have been going anywhere from right there to here, and it's starting. You can see right here. It's starting to get closer to these feet. God brings back and forth these. So it says, I will question you and you will answer me. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? So there it was. And you see right here, you can see like a measuring line that God does. And then you'll see right there, you see that measuring line? That only proves to show you that this Bible is so remarkable at things that comes and it says in here of his word. Beautiful. I mean, I just love reading Job when I'm at the ocean. Um, so on where its footing set, or who laid its cornerstone, while the morning stars sang together. So it's morning, and the morning star is singing, and the angels shouted for joy. And like I said when I was talking about those rays over there, and I know I keep saying this, but that's like a Jacob's ladder. And I mean, when the sun comes through the clouds and those are coming down and those are raying, to me that's just the angels shouting, and they're just going back and forth because they're helping us every day with our daily lives. And even here it even talks about it. Who shut up the sea behind doors when it burst forth from the womb? This is what burst forth from the womb. When I made the clouds its garments. Look, and it, look, there it covers it all day long. And wrapped it in thick darkness. When I fixed limits for it and set doors and bars in place. He sets limits for this right here. And we enjoy it. And when I said, this far you may come and no further. And here, I love this part, it's where your, I love it, proud waves halt. So right here is where the proud waves halt. Tell me how beautiful that is. That God loves us so much to see the beauty of what He has created and even talks about it in His Word. Oh man, guys, this is beautiful. So people wonder why I love to come to the ocean. It's because God has made something so beautiful. And I'm not saying mountains aren't beautiful, things are not beautiful. This is my personal heart, is the ocean. And this is what I love. And it gives such peace in knowing that in this Bible, God talks about it. Now, this place here could be very dangerous. God doesn't tell us to go out there and float around in the ocean. But I have no doubt that God would take care of you if He did, regardless. Look, see? Look at that. It's coming closer. I think God's teasing me. Because see, look, it goes that right there. Every now and then, He'll bring one right up here. But we have to remember that everything that's around us, from the wind, is beautiful, that God creates it. And I just wanted to share Job with you guys to let you know that even though Job had it really rough in times, that God is with you and God is taking care of you. But you do have to let God control it. And you cannot control it. Only God can. I love you. Share and like this podcast. It's very short today because we were on vacation. I'm sorry I didn't get one by Wednesday. I had one, but I did not post it because I just felt like when I got down here, this is what God wanted me to show you and what He wanted me to post. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Please follow, hit like. I love you guys. If somebody's going through trouble, please, 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 please give them a hug. Show them that they matter to you and that, guess what? We need them. We need them, that they are enough. They are enough. God needs them to help with His plan. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, share, like, hit. I'm on Spotify. I'm even now on YouTube, iHeart, Apple. I mean, you can't miss a podcast. So bye, y'all. I hope that the audio sound is okay. So bye. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And look. Okay, now the sun's coming out. See if I can get a picture of it.